Which transport do you usually take around to college and back home?
Well, I usually walk to college because I live 10 minutes away from college, so I usually just walk to college and I walk back home from college.
Okay, but in any other transport, what do you usually take?
Well, it depends where I'm going. Like as I said before, if I'm going to college, then I'll walk to college. If I'm going to a different part of London, like Camden or Tottenham Court Road, then I'll usually take the tube. Usually,
All right. And what is your favorite transport to take?
my favorite transport to take is probably the walking because it's just I enjoy it. You get some exercise. And of course you kind of like I feel that you get a better kind of like sense of like the environment in a way. Like you get like you get like better kind of you get um, a better opportunity to interact with the environment. Like I like going on nature walks because I live in the suburbs, so I like going for walks to different parts of like the local forest. Of course, I like also walking to local towns, aspires to go to the library or local cafe or restaurant.
All right. What is your least favorite transport?
Least favorite transport, probably the bus because it's always late.
That is true. And finally, is any transport to you, like bus, trains, tube, or any other transport? Are they affordable to you?
Yeah, I'd say they're affordable. Yeah, they're quite affordable.
Okay. What transport do you usually take when it comes to college and when you go back home?
I either take the bus or train, but I most likely take the bus.
Okay. And what is your favorite transport to take?
I prefer to take the train over the bus.
All right. And is there anything else you want to elaborate on?
I like taking the train a bit more than the bus because as well as the bus having a good landscape, you can look at where you're going, you can see outside. The train, I think it's more of like a quiet area in a way. Like you can sit down and like you do in the bus, but it's more and less social aspect. You can listen to music and you can really be in the zone, if that makes sense. If you want to chill out and relax and it's kind of peaceful there, just listening to some music and just having a chill time just to be on the train. So yeah.
What is your least favorite transport to take?
I'm gonna say the bus, simply because it is obviously both of them are public spaces, but there's most likely gonna be something happening on a bus and a train, like maybe a conversation, like maybe something's loud outside at the back, or how school kids are, they could be crazy. So I'd prefer taking the train because people are I guess a little more responsible there, and it's just chill.
And are the transport affordable to you?
I feel like the train. I feel like the train is affordable. It's just I feel like the price is a bit overpriced, if that makes sense. I feel like it's perfectly fine, but it's just if we just reduce the price a little bit because every year they increase the price. But when it comes to the bus, since it's free for zip cards and for people under the age of 18 or 18, it's pretty much fine. So yeah.
All right.
What mode of transport do you take on your way from school or home?
Well, when I go to college, I take the train station in West Finchley, and I take the one that takes me to High Barnet on it because it's the quickest transport to get there. And when I go back home, I take the 263. I get off for North Finchley and walk the rest of the way because I like to walk and to enjoy the view around me.
What is your favorite mode of transport?
My favorite mode of transport, I do prefer the bus because I like looking at the view in the window and see where it takes me while listening to music.
What is your least favorite mode of transport?
Well, both of them equally have their cons, such as the bus. It not only takes a long time to get there, but it's also very chaotic and noisy. So, and for train, it's not only when it's certain things, when it's certain trains, it's very packed. So you will have to stand there for a long time, and if you go on the ground, you can't get a signal. So overall, I kind of say both of them equally have their cons. So I kind of dislike both.
Do you believe the transport is affordable?
Yeah, both of them are equally affordable. I see no struggle in that.
Okay.